I was a waitress back in 2013. Yeah, so that's where the passion for hospitality was born. Yeah, I'm a big girl. I can't do small things.
I don't know about that.
I have enough space on my body to hold a lot. So the difference is I'm not selling food. I'm selling an experience. I'm giving you an experience from the moment you walk in, from the air that you breathe.
This always comes first because it's child friendly, it's pet friendly. It's not a paid ad, guys. Not struggle. Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. I am your co-host, Njoki Ndongo.
And I'm Violet. Karibuni sana.
We will try and just trying because I'm sure she'll not spill the beans and learn the ins and outs of our business. Is it Mongol? I'm an Mongol.
Talk to me nicely.
The ins and outs of being a hotelier and ins and outs of just being a businesswoman in Kenya.
I feel like I'm going to be grilled, but ni sawa too. I'm ready.
Let's start. How long have you been in business? This business, the hotelier business.
6 months now.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about the business and what inspired you to get to this place. Because I didn't see it coming. Of course you told me, but I didn't see. I had no picture you.
You're like, msichana anapenda kuota.
No, mimi penda ndoto. No, ndoto ni muhimu. Then niko na hizi ndoto nikiwa na mimba kubwa. Tell us about.
Is it a hotel though, or is it a restaurant?
Tell us the difference. Maybe hoteli ni hoteli kwa mama Oliech, hoteli. Ndoki uko wapi?
I think a hotel is something that also includes accommodation. And since we don't have accommodation, so I can't label myself a hotel. I think anybody who is a specialist in that can let us know. Yeah. And then so it's a restaurant. A restaurant is a place where you get food, and there's also different types of restaurants. There's a cafeteria, which basically is just a place where you go and sit and have coffee and eat your croissants the whole day. It's fine. Your croissants. And then there's places where it's just a bar and some bitings, yeah. And there are places where you just go for fine dining. So there are different varieties, yeah. And ours is basically more of a cafe where you find food and coffee and drinks. So a place you can work, a place you can hang out with your friends, a place that you can eat, have meetings, yeah, yeah.
So what inspired the thought?
I was a waitress back in 2013. Yeah, so that's where the passion for hospitality was born, yeah? And so I've never found a job that has been so fulfilling, like serving people, just giving people food and seeing how happy they are, and I like to stand a bit far and just watch, because I also like watching people and just figuring out what conversations they are having, what kind of energy they have. So just watching people being happy, enjoying food, when you take that first spoon and when you're like, this is good, I like seeing that. And I'm like, yeah, that is a winner. Or I just see people having a good time talking, high-fiving each other, laughing, just the mamas in the background. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a good job. Yeah.
You
anyway.
actually are.
Yeah, so that's how the passion was born, from being a waitress to now owning a cafe. I always knew I'm going to have a restaurant. Either when I retire, I was like, I'll get a place where I'll have 5 tables. I'll get my retired friends to be my customers, banter around. And I'm just lucky that it happened sooner. Yeah.
So is this your first business to run? Most people just in businesses, just like in relationship, they ingia like miguu zote mbili or one foot in, and then they're like, wacha kaende kakiendanga, like you learn on the job. Is it your first business?
No. I think this is like my 5th business. Yeah. I started off in recruitment. I've also brought jewelry to sell in the country from Turkey. Yeah, this I'm wearing is from Turkey. I bought it from Turkey. I've also tried to sell some baby swimsuits. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
we have one.
Yes.
Have
I've also worked as an Uber driver in Nairobi. I've done Uber driving
You
for
kidding?
about a year. Yes.
Uber driver in Nairobi?
Yes, in Nairobi. I drove around the towns of Nairobi. There's no street you cannot... I mean, I don't know in Nairobi.
Oh.
Yeah, unless the new ones. When it's Najengwas, it was China. What? China. Because, but 2017, 2018, I worked as a taxi driver. Owned my car and was driving. So sort of like a business as well, right? Yeah. And then now the restaurant, yes.
So are there some lessons that you took from other businesses and transferred them to the hotelier business?
Yeah. Money management, customer service from the Ubering and the hospitality, kind of the same thing. Because you're in my car, I have to take you from one point to another, and along the way I have to make it an experience for you, yeah. Not just drive you and keep quiet, yeah. Not in a dirty car, not in a dusty car, yeah. Make sure that you probably have a bottle of water if you needed to. If you wanted to wipe your nose, there's tissue around for you. Yeah, it's a whole experience, yeah. So I think, and they are all connected in terms of making sure that your client is happy, because the client is your boss. Yeah. At the end of the day, if your client doesn't like your products, doesn't like your services, then who are you going to sell to? So then that means your business is gone. Yeah. So I think the client stands out in all the businesses.
I agree.
And money management as well. Yeah.
Answer that one. Talk. You think you're rich?
Yeah.
Women is talk. So the other question.
Yeah. So Traventure is basically a combination of travel and adventure. Yeah. So my background on hobbies is hiking, traveling, of course, and for those who don't know, yes, I like traveling, hiking, backpacking, riding, anything adventure, anything scary, I'm doing, yeah. And then, of course, traveling, I like being in different places. I like exploring new destinations, new cultures, different kind of people, especially people. I think the number one reason why I even enjoy travel is meeting people. Not even the place, it's the people in that area, experiencing them, their kind of hospitality, how they welcome guests, Yeah, and so when I thought of the name of the restaurant, I was like, I have a passion in food and customer service, serving people. How do I combine it with now the other passion that I have for travel and adventure? And I was like, if I made it like a travel cafe where people from all over the world, they know if they come to Traventure, they'll find information about Kenya. They'll find information about where they can hit the road to, where they can visit. If you're into Dufo, if you're into camping, if you're into hiking, at least if you go to Treaventure Café, you find the information there, and you might find people who are actually into the same things that you like. So I was like, okay, Traventure, travel and adventure, yeah. So that's how the name came along.
I love that. You're very creative. You're very creative.
I am. Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about what it was former and what it is now. In terms of the employees. Before that, it was still a cafe. You took it over, but still maintained a lot of the staff. Yeah. Why did you do that?
So the smooth transition that we did, we never even closed a single day. So we just did a smooth transition. And so I think it was a saver for me because I bought into an existing cafe and structures for the food menu have already been put in place. Is it the bar is already in place? Names, I mean, all the structures that pertain hospitality, running a restaurant have already been put in place. So it's just coming in and taking over, right? And so since we were not changing the menu, we don't have any interest on losing the kitchen staff, right? So we want to keep them. And the person that owned this cafe was not opening another place, so there was no need to lose their jobs, right? And then so I'm sure you're looking into the aspect of now having the disabled people, the deaf, who we have 2 waiters on the floor as deaf. We have 1 barista who is a deaf. We have another maybe 3 guys in the kitchen who are deaf, and then we have a steward who is also deaf. And so the person that owned the cafe previously, which used to be Palette, used to hire deaf guys to promote them and giving service, and they do an incredible job. And it's also kind of like challenges us, when you staying around people with these kind of disabilities, they cannot make any compromises to hear you. So if you want to talk with them, you have to be the bigger person to learn how to sign or write, because no matter how much they want to talk, they can't.
No matter how loud you get.
No matter how much they want to hear, they can't.
They really can't.
Yeah, and so, and I think we need to make sure that these are some of the things that every organization, every workplace tries to embrace, try and find people with who are disabled and see how you can incorporate them in your team. They have skills that they can give and they're really good at. Yeah,
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about being a woman in business. Because all I've done is business, and I know how tricky that gets. Because we have plights of being a woman in business.
Yeah.
Looking at these other counterpart, the other gender, have you had challenges? Because of course there's pros and cons towards that.
Yeah.
So talk to us about some of the downside of, or not downside, some of the things, negatives that you've experienced being a woman in the hotelier business.
You find someone, I'm trying to give them rules, I'm trying to tell them this is what you're supposed to do, please do it, but they will not do it.
Because you are a woman.
Just because you're the one who gave me the orders. Somebody else gives the orders, they will do it.
Even if it's not
you
someone
give the
in
orders,
charge.
yes. You ask them a question, they answer you like, why are you asking these questions? I've done my job. With that attitude of like, unaniuliza swali kama nani? Yes, like your boss. I am your boss. And I go ahead and tell them, listen, this is my restaurant. This is my business. You don't want to listen to me? That's fine. The door is open.
I hire and fire.
But if you choose to stay here, I make the rules. I give instructions. You're welcome to give me your ideas, but only until I approve it. It's only an idea. It's not going to be implemented. That's it. If you can handle that, I'm sorry, boy. Bye. I'm sorry.
Have you had to fire someone because of that?
Well, thanks God I didn't have to do the firing, because sometimes I put the bullet I put the gun on the table, put the bullet, fire it up, and all you have to do is shoot yourself. You do the dirty job for me.
What are some of the advantages of being a woman in business?
I think being a woman in business, first and foremost, is just the picture that you've already shown to young girls, and even women, other fellow colleagues who work with you, and they see you embody authority, and they see you in your element, and most of the times they're like, we like that. You encourage us. I think that's one of the biggest, especially advantage for us if we're in business, is we just continue doing it gracefully. Yeah. Embody it with all the strength, because there's someone who is watching you, someone who aspires to be like you, and so every day you're like, you're like, alifanyaje, she handled it so well, she could have done it better like this, but at least she's seen, being like I don't know whether role model is something. It is. But role model is such a big responsibility.
I think it's not a big responsibility, because it's not mostly up to you. It's the people that have chosen you. Yeah. Like if I choose you as a role model, of course there's that pressure that comes with it, but most people that you are a role model to, some of them you don't even know. Yeah. Because like, if she can do it, I can also do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Another advantage of being a woman in business is some men will just, or some people will just underestimate you and just give you the work because they think you're not going to make it anyway. Yeah. Because they're like, chatupatia kuna kitu watafanya, and then you surprise them. And they're like, ooh, we didn't expect that. Yeah.
So let's talk about you merging your hobbies and the hotel. Yeah. Do you feel the traveling community has come through for you?
Oh yeah, a lot. Lots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, lots. I was so happy that I called this place Traventure, because people relate.
Actually,
lots
so
of people relate. Everybody who's like my is it company, the ones that do the traveling, the hostings. Yeah. My company, we want to do a hangout for travelers. They're always like, can we do it at Traventure? We want to do a game night. Can we do it at Traventure? We want to do a wellness pop-up. Can we do it at Traventure? Yeah, and I'm like, yes, people have really come out for me. And one place that I think I'm failing is that because I haven't been able to really integrate the outdoors with the cafe, I've been busy learning the ins and out of the business, because that's the primary business, just serving people food and making them have a good experience. And so I've been working towards learning that, if it's how the kitchen operates, how does the store operate, how is the accounting being done, how is the bar going. So making sure that I learn everything in every department, so that if someone comes and tells me, you know, we needed to do this, we needed to do that, and it's not correct, I'm like, boo, no. Apa unadanganya. It's not supposed, ama, you have no information. It's not supposed to be done like this. It's supposed to be done like that. And so looking forward after my leave, because I'm going on leave.
I know.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy for you too. You
I'm
need
so
it.
happy.
You deserve it.
6 months. 6 months is not a joke, by the way. Anyway,
Back to back.
Yeah, back to back. Yeah, so after my leave, when I come back, what I intend to do is to make sure that now my dream of creating a Traventure club here is implemented. Yeah. Yeah, that's the next goal. Traventure club. If you like to travel, if you like to go do pho, if you like to do wild, crazy things, come, join me.
We know so many people meet their Prince Charming and their women in the hotels. Because I know most people will do that. Like you'd engage people like on the socials, like, oh my God, I see you and your babe, you're so nice. How did you meet? I go to like, I went out somewhere, I was strategic, I'm a game, I went to so-and-so place and I landed a good man, I landed a good woman. Do you see young people just come here and just strategically sit and wait and, you know, just being strategic about hunting?
Here?
Not hunting per hunting, not in a bad way.
Yeah, I get it. But you can tell that they are out to meet people.
Yes.
They are out looking to meet people.
Yeah.
Honestly, at the restaurant here, no, I haven't seen. Majority
You've
of the
not
time,
seen me with Jamba out there just looking fine.
With Jamba, you see, I haven't seen you because what you're doing, I don't know who's coming to you. With Jamba, I don't know. I have no idea who's coming to you. No, no, I haven't seen. Majority of the time, I've seen girlies coming to just chill, have a good time. They have their annual meetups for their entrepreneur groups. They are coming to catch up after a long weekend. Guys who are here to just have a beer. No, I haven't seen people.
Or maybe you're not too keen, because it's also even hard to know.
I'm keen.
Oh yeah?
I'm keen.
Like you'd know that.
I told you I like watching people. I like people watching. So when I sit from a distance, I will tell what's going on there. I've seen people, they've come for a date, yes. On a date, yes. But I haven't seen anybody who just came here and be like, I'll just sit pretty there. Because I'll distract them. I'm like, oh, you came to see me. I won't matter anything. But ask me about the cute boys I have seen here.
I was going there. So what are some of the most interesting people you've met? Okay, apart from me.
Interesting and cute is different.
I'm both. Because I think on hating, don't you think people within your age have felt the pressure? Girl, you're doing too much. Don't you remember, like, even when you opened up, you even asked me, like, Juki, don't you think people will start saying, I'm all over the place. So it's okay to be... It's okay to have haters.
I'm a big girl. Look at me.
You're a big deal.
Do I look like I do small things? I'm a big girl. I can't do small things.
I don't know about that.
I have enough space on my body to hold a lot. So
she doesn't do small things. It's okay. So guys, you have it. She doesn't do small things, just big things, and it's okay.
No, you're misinterpreting. Please, what? I'm talking about projects.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about.
What am I?
Wewe, mimi nilikwambia mtu akona nini kubwa ni maringo. Those people are just braggers. They got no skill.
We're talking about the business.
But though if I go like this and I feel you are loaded, I'm like, until I see what it can do, I'm not convinced.
Back to business. Mimi nasoma questions. How do you balance maintaining the high standards of the place and still maintain your costs of your working cost?
Making sure that you source things from suppliers who are offering them at an affordable cost. Yeah. For example, I cannot buy everything that we are using in the restaurant at Carrefour, other supermarkets. No, I can't. I have to find suppliers who are selling in wholesale. If it's drinks, I have to source from direct to the from the manufacturers. If it's like beers and what, I have to go direct to ABL and get it from there. If it's liquors, I avoid the wines and spirit shops where already they're putting their profit margin. So I go to the distributors where I get it at good cost. But also we have to make sure that the portions that we are serving are making sense with the price that you're paying. Yeah. And also making sure that we give you quality such that if I'm charging you it at this price and then you consume it, you feel the need to pay that price.
Yeah.
You're like, it makes sense.
Oh, I also love your
Tasty.
portions.
Yeah, our portions are good. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know we are a foodie nation, so I've considered my people.
Watu wa kukula.
Yeah.
So has this business really, like, how has it affected your social life, your spiritual life, you all-rounder as a person?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Especially now, I'm feeling so drained. I am so tired because the business involves hosting people from all different corners of Kenya and the world, yeah. And then so everyone comes in with their own beliefs, with their own attitude. Some of them are happy, some of them are probably mourning, some of them are in business mode. They've had a hectic day, and then you need to be there to welcome them and match their energy. Because you can't come there and you're happy and then I bring you down and start complaining. I have to be on your level. So even if I was down there, I have to at least meet you halfway and be like, oh, welcome, you know. And so socially, I've met a lot of people. I just told you, I met someone yesterday night. And she's going to come on our next podcast.
I agree.
That's it. I make friends very easy here. And also I make friends who have been able to assist me. Oh, I know where you can get it at a cheaper price. Yeah.
So we'll dive into some of the questions that your followers asked you.
Hi, followers.
Have you made any profits yet?
No. Because we've just been investing the money. Yeah. You make some money, you want to improve something else. You make the money, you make some improving somewhere else. Yeah. That's it.
So for now, the money is still working.
For now, we're just growing the brand.
You guys have the information.
Yeah, so basically what we are doing right now, it's growing the brand, building the brand, improving the brand. Because Traventure is a big brand. And mark my words, Traventure is a big brand.
It is. Yeah. That I agree.
Yeah, so, yeah. And it's only going to get better if we keep investing in it, not taking out. So basically what we are doing is we just build it. Not taking out, just building. Yeah.
Do you rent the premise or you bought it?
I wish I bought it, man. I really wish I bought it. No, we are renting the premises. Yeah.
In Gigiri.
Small girl, big dreams. It's possible.
Do you have any regrets?
I don't have any regrets at all. At all. Most of them are lessons. I've learned a lot. I know, for example, don't go into business on debt. Do not start a business on debt. I would never do that again. Yeah.
By on debt, do you mean taking loans for a business?
Yes. It's tricky because now you have to work the first few months to pay off the debts. Yeah. Make sure you're going in business with capital enough to last you 6 months.
That's so true. That's something I learned from my business as well. I was told by my mentor that let your business grow itself.
Yeah.
Anzia from hawking elsewhere, because mine is closed.
Yeah.
Let it want to grow. Let the business grow on itself.
Yeah.
Because you might take those loans, then if shit hits the fan, you're already in debt.
Yeah.
And the business cannot sustain itself, so everything is dead.
Yeah.
And you're about to die.
Yeah. It's crazy. Getting into business with debt, crazy.
And you know, that's I love these. I don't know. This is like light bulb moment for so many people who are about to start businesses, because most people are always like, "Nitachukua ka loan, nitachukua ka." So it's not a good idea.
I think if the money we had to start the restaurant, if we started in a small restaurant and started growing, we're not big yet, but we cannot also be put in a bracket of a small restaurant.
No, the overheads are too many.
Yeah, we cannot be put in a bracket of a small restaurant. If we started smaller, we'll probably be seeing much faster growth than now. Yeah, because then we didn't have to now start in paying. I don't know who paying who,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Yeah. Here the expenses are many. They are gigantic.
Yeah. Another lesson is make sure you have a lot of people waiting to be called for work, because staff will character develop you.
You're kidding.
They will character develop you. They will wake up in the morning and decide they're not coming to work.
No, hakuna yenye utadu.
Hakuna kitu utafanya. You are there without a cook in the kitchen. And you have a table of, I don't know how many people waiting to be served food. Make sure you have people waiting in line for your call. Build your CV holder. Just collect. Just collect. In hospitality, just collect. Sabucation, you might need to call the other person. Uko.
I love that. I love that. And it's not just in hospitality. Now, when I look back as well, those are some of the places that I really struggled. There's a time we were talking with you, and then you told me, like, once you have someone like even a plumber, like once you're building, make sure you have several people. Ndio huyu hata kama haja kufail, kesho unaita mwingine, yeye akifikiria ni anaitwa, so that we're always on the toes. Because once they know they're the only people you can count on, they'll F you up always. And also another thing, make sure that you learn the ins and out of your restaurant. Every single thing you have to know, because the chances of you being told this is not working and you have no clue are very high. And then this is you finding a service provider to come and repair something that you don't even know that is working or not. You're just relying by the balls.
Yeah, they're just relying on the information they are giving you. Yeah, you're being told, oh, we stock. Make sure you know how many you have. Don't rely on what you're being told. Otherwise, chances of things just missing are so many.
And they'll actually even mostly take advantage of your ignorance.
Yeah, exactly.
Because hii kifuniko iliharibika na size it just needs maybe a little bit push nini.
Yeah. But that's now another thing that I'm also so tired with, because now once you start involving yourself in every department, you want to learn, and that comes now with the burden of now everybody is calling you. Hey, hello, pampa ifanyi. Hello, stima imekata. Hello, nini zimeisha. Hello, mgeni amecomplain. Hello, supplier amesema. It's just calls left, right, and center. This is happening. It drains you, because now you become like, I don't know, when the operator. When the operators, operator used to be that line that if you needed to make a call, especially I think Maju, if you needed to call someone, you had to go through the operator. There was always a mediator in between. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it drains you a lot.
What has been one of the hardest things about running a restaurant?
One of the hardest things? Human resource management. Dealing with human beings is tough. Very tough. Especially if you work with people who do not have a passion for what they're doing.
They're just here for the job. And sadly, majority of the people who go into hospitality, for them it's a stepping stone. And it's fine, I understand. Nobody went to school to want to be a waiter or a waitress. I think they did.
Well, not really. Not really. Nobody goes to school to want to be a waiter. You probably want to be a chef. You want to be on in the reception area, You probably want to be an air hostess. You didn't go because there is the whole package of that class that is been, nobody's been taught to be a waiter. And you don't want to be a waiter for so long, because sadly, waiting tables does not pay much in Kenya.
Because the tips are not...
No, if you work in a very good restaurant and you give your best, you serve your clients happily, you make really good tips. And waiters and waitresses make their money from the tips. That's why you will see we encourage people, if you receive good service, tip. Because that's their salary. I mean, not their salary, that's what they depend on, yeah? Because the salary is not a lot. I'm not going to tell you how much the salary is, but the market salary, you can do your research. The market salary, which I cannot offer more than that, the market salary is very little. And that's one of the reasons why I never did waiting tables for long, because I wanted greener pastures. I have dreams. I want to grow. But honestly, if someone told me, do this job, I'll pay you, what, $5,000 per month, and you make your tip, I'm doing it because I enjoy it, yeah. And that's what I'm saying, that some people do not have the passion for it. So people are here in the morning because they have to be here. I need to cash in some money at the end of the month, not because they are passionate about their job. And so with this, someone will just wake up in the morning and decide, I'm not going to work. Or you find that they are giving the client really bad service. Or they're delivering food that is not of quality. They did not think, okay, this product has finished. And instead of giving a client a product that is not well put together because something was missing, I'll rather tell the client, this food is missing. But they decide, I'm going to just prepare the dish and let the client eat. They will not even know. But if you're really passionate about what you're doing, you'll be like, no. If food says use I inaka, so I will not sell it. And I'm grateful that we've gotten to a point where people have decided to leave, first and foremost, maybe because they don't believe in the dream or they don't want to do the job. Because I'm not a soft boss. I'm a really tough boss. If you're not doing things, not a boss, a team player, like a head of the team, I think I'm a... Anyway, whatever the word. What's the word?
I think team player is good enough.
Head girl.
I think team player is good enough.
Yeah. The team leader. Like the team leader. I'd rather call myself like the team leader, yeah? And if you're not doing your job correctly, I'll call you out. And when you're doing the right thing, I'll tell you, yo, it's not working. And so most of the times I've called out people on the things that they're doing and they decide they cannot keep up, and that's fine. Please, with all means, leave. And let me remain with a team that believes in what they are doing. You wake up in the morning and you prepare your food like this, and you look at the food and you're like, that looks better now. Let it go to the table. And for the drinks at the same time, unaguza hivi bia unasikia, hii bia sio baridi vizuri. Then you change it. It's the small things, yeah. So getting a team that is passionate for what they doing takes a longer time. And this involves hiring and firing until you find the right people. So, yeah.
And that's it. Do you get to a place like, I'll speak from maybe, do you get to a place where you've really trained people till they can fit, as you've said, then they leave? How painful is that? Because I see we do that even with house girls. Uko ameshika job, ameshaelewa like everything, then after hiyo mshahara ingie ako gone.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels so bad because you put, especially if it's a person that you believed in, you're like, ooh, I see so much potential in this person. I'm going to train them. I'm going to give them all the tools, give them all the information because I would like to see them in their element, And then they're shikai kidogo, and then someone comes and offers them an extra 5,000 shillings. They will leave. And this is something that you get used to in business. Someone will offer someone an extra 5,000 shillings, not even 5,000, an extra 2,000 shillings. They will
go.
They will leave. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
I think as we grow, we just almost get ready for disappointment and less expectations from people, and that makes things easier.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, I've seen you hosting so many different activities. How do you choose? Because I'm sure so many people have reached out to you.
Yeah.
How do you choose what to take and what not to take? And have you experienced things like someone maybe abusing your generosity? Because, the space is beautiful. I want to bring something. I told you my wedding itakuwa huko. Bwana tu ndiye amechelewa. Bwana tu ndiye amechelewa.
Niletee bwana, si nimekwambia huko kuna hot guys.
Done.
Hot guys ni wengi. Done?
Done.
Sawa. Chagua date. Tell me the date, I'll bring the husband. Don't worry.
28th March.
The venue comes with the husband.
28th of March on my birthday.
Super, done. But okay.
We don't care about you.
Oh. I was the husband. Even though
I've been knowing you want me, but look at the universe.
What was the question? Oh, people taking advantage of my generosity.
Yeah. And basically just being wise about choosing partners, even partnership in businesses and all that. Take us through that process.
I'm huge on collaboration. I believe that there's something that you offer and something that I offer. We can merge it together and we can even make the community be bigger, and even help way more people. And so sometimes I've been the one to reach out to people and be like, oh, I see you and your tribe, you're doing this kind of thing. I think we can collaborate and see how we can, I'll offer the venue, I'll offer this, you offer that. Let's give people an experience, And most of the times it has worked very well. And other people have been like, oh, I'm looking to do this and I think your space aligns with what we want to do. Are you open to having a meeting? Let's talk about it. And so when we meet, I kind of like from the conversation that we are having, I'm able to tell whether the things that you're looking to do on my space, is it something that aligns with the values of Traventure? Because we have value. We don't just wake up and open a restaurant and that's it. First and foremost, we are also very big on promoting the disabled, which is the deaf, I've mentioned before. And I've had a scenario where someone says, I'm looking to come and do an event in your place, but I would bring my own waiters because your waiters cannot speak to my people.
Because why?
Because they're deaf. And in my head, I'm like, well, we have a very broad menu with so many meal options, and our waiters are able to take them very well on whatever they need, and whenever they need to be explained to something, we are there to help. So your values do not align to my values, and
I drop you.
No, I didn't have to drop them. Eventually they just figured that we are not aligning, because I tell you this is how I want things to be done, that's how you want things to be done, and then you decide it's not going to work, and it's fine. It's totally fine for me, because we are not forcing things in 2024. We're not forcing things. Yeah. We can't be in the same space if we are not in the same frequency. Hatutaki kusikia unatafuta area unaona. We want clarity, peace. Yeah.
So in choosing like those collaborators as well, like what would you advise someone? Because have there been people that you've really even set a date and whatnot, and then they failed you, and people come here and then, because some of these things will almost reflect bad on you, because this is your space. Let's be honest. It is your space. Traventure is on the poster.
Yeah.
Do you get kind of scared? I mean, those are so many questions in one, but you're bright. You'll figure out how to go about that.
Yeah, it has happened, especially sometimes you have locked in a date for someone, they have an event, and then they wake up not in the morning, maybe sometimes in the morning, or previously they tell you we are not doing the event. I'm sorry. And it was a collaboration, so you never charged the money, and here you are. People reached out to you to do an event on the same date, and you said, sorry, we can't do it because we have something else going on, and then you don't show up. It's bad. It's really bad. Be considerate. Yes, I'm an open door. I'm a restaurant. But if you book an event and then you decide to just cancel on the D-Day or the previous day, that's bad on me.
It doesn't look good you
made me lose money.
True.
Because I was not looking to make money with you. I was looking to have a collaboration, and it's fine if your people didn't show up. Let me know way in advance so that I can plan myself, because you have your bookings going on, you're able to dictate what's the turnout going to be by a particular period of time, right? And so if this you have a feeling that it's not going to happen, let me know in advance, you know, because I need to maybe sell that day to somebody else. It's
or even I think even the peace of mind where you're not at least like having that pressure of waiting for people who are not coming.
And then communicate with your clients and your community that you have cancelled the event. It's not going to be there at Traventure. Please let them know. It looks really bad when someone shows up here and says, oh, there was going to be an event here, and it says here, and sorry, it was cancelled.
So you keep
and then they feel so bad. I have to now do your dirty work to explain to them why you cancelled it, and probably you never even passed me the information of why you cancelled it, and maybe the information that you gave me should not be given to your customers, but now you're putting me in a very bad place. Very bad place.
I agree.
Yeah.
So another question, no, this is not even a question, this is an open forum where what are some of the things that I might not even be able to ask, that you already know on top of your head, that you'd advise someone who's trying to go into business or who's trying to go into
Restaurateur, to have a cafe?
Yes.
Do your research. Do your research before you start anything. Know your clientele, because that's now going to help you decide the location, what kind of menu you're going to have. Do not just wake up and say, oh, I want this kind of thing, and then you put it in a position where the people in that vicinity will not consume your products or will not consume your services. So research is very important. Patience with business. It takes time. It takes time for it to, I mean, a name can be thrown out any day. You can wake up and say, I want to do Traventure. I want to do, I don't know what. But to build the brand, for people to identify with your brand, for people to make your brand their home, it takes time. And you have to give people quality and, yeah, patience.
Are you ever scared of competition? And in this case, most of us, especially those of us who are foodies, like we go out for experience and all that.
Yeah.
And when you started these days, of course, definitely places that, I mean, this is an art, and art is theft.
Yeah.
We always borrow things here and there.
Yeah.
Are you scared of competition? Have you seen places that have started, quote unquote, copying you? How does that make you feel?
There's so many restaurants in Nairobi. So many. I think in my vicinity, there's probably other 20 restaurants. So the difference is I'm not selling food. I'm selling an experience. I'm giving you an experience from the moment you walk in, from the air that you breathe. Acha kusema ni kama you're denying. Tell me you don't find clean air here. And from the air that you breathe, from how you're greeted.
I agree.
To you sitting down.
To how I'm taken care of.
To how you're taken care of. Of course, yeah. To the food that you eat, how it's brought to your table, you know. Was it brought with an attitude? Because you know the energy also of how I bring to the table. How the bosses
walk around and ask you if you're okay. I mean,
yeah. But also, competition is healthy.
It is.
I've made it a point that I have to make sure I visit a cafe, a different cafe or a different restaurant at least once weekly, because I have to see how things are being done out there. We have to learn the industry. It's a whole industry. Yeah, we'll be like, okay, I would like to know where they get their plates from. I would like to know where they get their liquor from. I mean, we are selling the same thing. What's the problem with you linking me up to your supplier? You know, there's some competition which is healthy. And come on, I'm like, watu siku hizi inaonekana wapendi kukula sana. So wanataka bite-ins. Then I have to improve on my bite-ins menu. And Nairobi are restaurant hoes. Nairobians.
Yes,
they are restaurant hoes.
We those.
They like to hear, kuna hii ingine imetokelezea, wataenda. When your restaurant is new, they will come because they're just curious. They're curious.
We are buying the experience.
Yes. So it's my business to make you come back again.
I agree.
Yeah, it's not the food. Food you find everywhere. Oh, huyu anapika Korean, let's go. Oh, huyu anapika Chinese, huyu anapika nini. It's what makes you come back to Traventure. Yeah, that's the difference.
Okay, guys, you heard her.
Yeah.
So kama hujafika huku, sema ni nini. Because actually, something that I'd love people to know, and I keep insisting this on people who are always on my DMs, because they always like, you and N are always going out to these hotels. Kindly suggest places that I could go to. This always comes first because it's child friendly, it's pet friendly. It's not a paid ad, guys. Lunch to buy. It's not a paid ad, but
ndakupatia discount siku mtalipa. Tuko busy.
So guys, things like those. So please just come and get your experience.
Yeah.
Come and get. The other thing, what I wanted to say is, You might be scared because of the neighborhood. The neighborhood is bougie. It's bougie. But the food is not expensive. I promise.
Aren't people dreaming of bougie lifestyles? And if you're dreaming of a bougie lifestyle, where does it start? You have to put yourself inside.
I agree. But then, what I mean to say is, people should not get scared to come here.
Yes.
Watachonga viazi.
No,
but of course, carry
but kama unataka kuja kunichongea viazi.
Haezi mind. But my point is, do not get scared that it is in Gigiri, it's in the US Embassy, it is in... No. Their food is really affordable and the portion is super filling. Mimi na nanyonyesha, I eat and I beba.
And by the way, there's something for everyone. There's something for everyone.
Exactly. And it's halal.
We have vegetarian options, vegan options, keto options. Yeah, we're very diverse. We have foods from everywhere. We have foods from Mexico. Tacos is from Mexico, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, quesadillas. We have foods from the Middle East, which is hummus. And this is why we call ourselves Traventure. By the way, hummus is our to die for food. Come. Yeah, we have foods from America, burger. Chips, I think, is from Belgium and Netherlands. Those are the number one guys for fries.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but like they're the ones, I don't know. Anyway, someone correct me, but yeah.
The only thing we don't have is githeri, akina njoki. But if you guys come and request githeri like what kumi hivi, she might.
No, there's even a customer who can attest. Alikuja akaniambia sasa hii nyama nakula na nini? Nataka ugali, nikwambia say no more.
Oh.
Yes, you just have to say what you want. But I'm working on getting Kenyan food on the menu. I'm working on it. I will. Yeah, because I'm also in the middle of expatriates, foreigners who would like to try Kenyan food. I would love to give them that. Yes, on the Munchies corner. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Taking our brains back to COVID and the hit that the industry got, does it like scare you? What do you do about that scare?
Yeah, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Yeah. I'm scared, but it's a dream. I'm scared tomorrow will come and say, oh, we are closing down the restaurant. I'm scared tomorrow fire might catch the restaurant. I'm scared tomorrow someone will troll us on the internet. I'm scared. But you know what? I'm doing it afraid.
Life has to go on.
Life has to go, It's not going to stop my dreams. It's my dream. I'm going to do it until I figure out that I probably can't do it. But until now, I'm like, I can do it.
So far.
And we are going to higher places. So the dream is getting bigger and bigger, and that scares me. Because the dream is getting bigger and bigger. Because I'm like, there cannot be one Traventure. How?
And Traventure is not just a foodie place. It is a lot of things.
There cannot be one Traventure in Kenya only. There cannot be only Traventure in Africa. There cannot be only Traventure we can have a Traventure in Europe.
I know people, guys. I know people.
I'm dreaming, like
dreams are valid. Dreams are valid.
You never know.
Dreams are valid.
You never know.
I mean, this was a dream.
I'm already living the dream. So yeah, dreams are valid.
Congratulations, honey. Cheers to this.
Gosh, on a day like this, we cheers to water. We should have bubbles, but I'm going to champagne.
So, I think I'm proud of you. I know I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And you might not know these. You inspire a lot of women like you, not just small girls, big girls. You inspire us. I've seen you cry. I've seen you laugh. I've seen you break. I've seen you broke.
Broke, man.
I've seen you do crazy things, but at the end of it, I've still seen you stand up and walk and fly.
Yeah.
You're every woman that most women would want to be. And no, for real. No, for real. Like, these are your flowers. And I love that you're proud of yourself, but you're not proud to make others feel smaller.
Yeah.
And I'm proud that I know you, and I'm proud to be associated with you.
Thank
and
you.
I'm proud that you hold our hands. You might not know, but Traventure is not just an eatery. It is a community. It is a home.
That's
I want you to know that.
Yeah, karibuni.
It is
Karibuni
a
nyumbani.
home. It is a home. For me and the N, and from me and the N, and maybe other people who share the same thing. We love you and we root for you. And since I know you're already rich, when you become way richer, don't forget us.
You're coming with me, boo. You're coming with me.
Yeah, so I'm proud of my parents are so proud of you.
Aww.
I tell Baba and Mommy a lot about you. My siblings,
Yeah.
like everyone knows, like Mommy is like, when we come to Kenya, we are gonna come to Traventure and they are gonna visit even your home.
Watulete recipe ya mac and cheese.
Okay, sawa. I'll tell my baby sister to do that.
Mac and cheese hapa.
Yeah.
Tuite the ndongos.
The dongos.
The dongos.
Jamba.
Ndongos mac and cheese.
Done. Guys, this is how you work with people. Wewe kama hauna marafiki hawa, do better for yourself. And the beauty about Violet, she doesn't put people off. So if you want, reach out to her. If you have any questions, reach out to her. She'll always be ready to hold your hand for as far as she can. Because for me, she has held my hand. She has held my hand. So
thank you. Just want to say thank you to everyone who believed in the dream. Thank you who came out when I called on you, came to support. Those who come to bring their tithe. There's someone who told me. There's a friend who goes to church after church ananipigia simu anasema, mimi sijatoa sadaka hiyo kanisa leo, nataka kuileta huko kwako. And I'm like, yeah, that's a valid offering. Come, yeah. And then they come. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for all the people who have held my hand, given me ideas, seen me cry and held me down. Asante sana. Thank you to my team. As much as I have had people who have given me sleepless nights, I have narrowed down my team to an incredible team. I have a team that is passionate, I can tell, a team that are not robots. Because sometimes you can have teams who are like robots. Kenya uliwaambia wafanye ndio watafanya. If they have an idea, they'll be like, no, aliniambia nifanye, unamwambia hukufanya au kuniambia. But I have a team which wanajituma, you know. Unaona mtu anajituma, anatoka hapa hivi, anaenda anasema hiyo chakula atuibadilisha ikae vizuri, ama ivayo tufanye hivi. Yeah, I like that I'm so lucky now that I have that team. I'm also grateful to my business partners. If you're not aware, I have another set. I started with a certain business partner and now I have another set of business partners. So it means that these are people who believe in my dream. Yeah. They listen to what I'm saying and what I'm and the dreams I have for Traventure, and they believe in them and they're like, yes, let's do it. That's a win. Because to find someone who's going to be like, yeah, chukua hii pesa kufanya biashara. Yeah, ati idea too. Who does this girl think she is? Yeah. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah. Asanteni sana. God bless you. I also have a team who always check up on me. Wananiambia, have you eaten? Leo, I've not seen you eat. And then they bring me food. And they're like, today you look down. Are you okay? I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm fine. So yeah, that's amazing. Asanteni sana. And let's make Traventure the it. Yes. You know how you be like, huku ni kwetu. Let's make it big, yeah? And then you bring your friends and be like, twende nikakuoneshe home. Yeah? Asanteni. This is home for you. So, yeah. You can follow us on Treaventure Café. We have a Treaventure page. Follow us there. If you've been to Treaventure and you've had a good time, give us great reviews on Google. That will help a lot. Yeah, support where you can. If you want to learn sign language, come interact with our deaf staff. They're always happy to help you. You can write down, ask them how to sign. I can take you through maybe the basics of how you can come in and say hello. You can say hello. Yeah, just here. And use your two hands. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. And then you can say water. If you want to drink water, just say water. Oh. Water. Yes. And then you say big or small. Or small. And then you say cold or room temperature. Oh, or room warm. Temperature. Yes. Or warm. Yes. If you want to have a coffee, it's coffee. If it's cafe latte, because I like to drink cafe latte, you just say cafe latte. And if it's a cappuccino, you just say like this, cafe latte. And then it will say small or big. So this is a single or a double. Double. Yes. And then there is, if you want to do an espresso, you just do an espresso like this, espresso. And then you say small or big. That's single or double. Yes. Okay. And then if you want to order our signature cocktail, which is Wild Woman, we have a signature cocktail called Wild Woman. Yes.
We are a big deal.
Because we are the owners of the restaurant and we decide what is in the menu.
Yes.
Just do 3 W's. So come to Traventure, ask her for Wild Woman Whimsy, because it's called a Wild Woman Whimsy. You just do to the bartender like that, he knows. He knows. Tumeshikana. Wild Woman Whimsy. That's our signature cocktail. Come every day from Monday to Friday. We have happy hour. Buy one, get one free.
Yay!
Yay! And don't forget to follow our YouTube channel, Wild Woman Escapades. Follow us on Twitter, X, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. TikTok and on Instagram.